So next up, we have Peter from the Diversified and Specialist Industries team at ANZ Bank. Now, Peter is highly experienced with over 20 years of banking experience, and he's held a range of roles with a more recent focus on business banking and small business. So today he's going to share a bit more about the business banking value proposition, and I believe he has a fun quiz, but I don't want to give too much away. But with that, I'll hand over to Peter.
Thank you, Cav. All
Or in
right,
business.
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet for this one. Basically, this is our customer value proposition from a newly created segment with ANZ, which is called Diversified Industries. Typically, a customer of Diversified Industries is typically like a customer with more than 25 million in revenue or business lending more than 5 million. So it's basically giving customers, SMEs, the upper level of the SMEs, giving them the corporate treatment with insights and expert advice and a range of professionals, really. This segment was actually born out of the split of business banking. Business banking in ANZ was 1.5 million to 10 million. Now it's a from 0 to 5 million. It's called SME, and 5 million to 10 million, or potentially up to 15 million. It's diversified industries. That's a segment I'm playing in. Obviously, if you have any inquiries or lending less than that, obviously you can reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to me. There's no problem. Even for home loans, I can actually refer you to my colleagues, and there's not going to be any issue. So basically, just to go through quickly the CVP, as we call it, there's basically is help the SMEs to go into the next level with a range of products of commercial products like working capital, trade finance, asset finance, markets, FX, and all the big range, all the spectrum of banking products, even co-lending, obviously. Now, how are we going to do that? It's basically because there's more time and capacity of bankers like myself. We've also got, because relationship matter in this segment, we've got two points of contact, myself, and I've got a dedicated system manager, and that's set up in DI, as we call our segment, where there's 2 points of contact, which not many banks actually offer that proposition. There's also expert advice. The bankers are experienced, and we can actually assist with business strategy. And there's also we can connect you with specialists, and the team of specialists, like I said, trade finance and all the other products, and also any other specialists across up to Insta, or even down like to the SME space. Enough about that. I don't want to say anything more. I'll move into the next one. I've got a quiz that I would like to ask you. Well, basically, when there's a business lending application, many people they're actually asking, like, what sort of criteria the banks are looking for. So we've got those, as we call them, the 4 C's of credit. And my question to you is basically, what are the 4 C's of credit? These are the common set of principles that the banks and the lenders consider when assessing business loan applications. So is it A or B? A is character, capacity, collateral, and capital. And the other one is charisma, credit, creativity, and capacity.
Wow.
Which one do you reckon it is? A or B?
No one's answering, so perhaps it's cash, 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 and cash.
No one's answering.
We'll go
Let's
with
see.
A, I think.
It's A.
You can actually jump
A.
on, like, you don't have to put it on the chat. You can actually say,
A.
B.
Okay. It's actually A, the correct answer.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, what we're assessing is basically number 1, character. is this person reliable? Is he paying on time? Some customers, they come to me and they say, we're paying on time, but we put payment plans for tax. It's not going to cut it. Everything needs to be paid off. That's part of character, the behavior. Capacity is the capacity to service a loan. How strong is the financial performance of the company? Collateral, what sort of collateral is actually pledged to support the lending? And capital is basically what other assets is the sponsor bringing, the borrower is bringing into play. So that's A, and that's across most lenders, so what's going on and how a loan application is assessed. So I kept my promise to keep it short and sweet. Any questions for me? Anything that you would like to ask me?
Yes, I've got a question.
Please, Philip.
What kind of who would be your ideal client in terms of size of business, size of revenue, and type of industry at the moment?
Well, basically we diversified, so it can be any business segment, except health, doctors, where it goes and I'm going to talk about my segment, where it goes to a different segment. So it can be any segment really as a bank, but for my segment it can be anything except construction or health. And typically a customer should be more than 25 million, or business lending more than 5 million. And like I said, even if the scenario, or even businesses like yourself, and the business lending is less, happy for you to reach out to me. We can have a chat, and then I can refer you to my colleagues.
I wish I had revenue of 25 million.
I think we all do.
That's fine. Like I said, I can actually connect you with my colleagues in the SME space.
Okay.
Even if it's $100,000 loan or something,
Okay.
I can refer you to someone, to a colleague of mine. There's no problem. Don't be shy. Just give me a buzz or send me an email. I'll share my contact details to the chat at some
Thanks,
stage.
Peter.
Peter, another question. What's
Yes.
your prediction on interest rates in the next 12 months?
Ooh, that's
That's the best question ever, I think.
that's a hot topic. Okay.
Probably going to require more time than we have right now.
I was kind of half joking.
Peter.
All brash is pretty hot anyway.
Would you like to answer the question or finish? Okay.
But Peter, when you mentioned the loans, is that your ideal client with loans up to 5 million or starting at 5 million
Look,
and up?
5 million and over, but if there is a prospect, like it starts with low lending and then it can go to more than 5 million, or there's other products used like trade finance, for example, it can be considered in my segment. Yes.
Okay. Yes, there might be clients with turnovers greater than 25 million,
Correct.
but their loans on their balance sheet might only be 3 million or something like that. You're still happy to talk with those sort of clients?
Yes, indeed, Campbell. Yes, 100%.
Fantastic.
100%.
Well, thank you so much, Peter.